What's up, my freedom-loving friend? What you're about to see is a short clip that I think you'll like. It's taken from my show, exclusive on Rumble, Lies You Can Trust, which you can watch every Tuesday at 1:30 p.m. Central Time. Now enjoy the clip. Hey, did you hear about Tucker? I think this was broke on Tucker Carlson. He interviewed a lady named Catherine Austin Fitts. She served as some kind of person under George Herbert Walker Bush. He was the non-Forrest Gump George Bush. So he's George Bush Sr., kind of. He was Forrest Gump Bush's dad. All right. He was elected in took office in 1989, thereabouts. Anyway, so Tucker was interviewing her and she said, yeah, there's about 100, her guess, about 170 underground cities in the U.S., under the U.S., and in the oceans around us. Wow, that's interesting. Say more. Starting to sound like the Matrix here. Yeah, so what she says, let me just pull this up. This is a New York Post headline about it. A former housing official who worked under President George Herbert Walker Bush, what did he do to Kennedy, has made an astonishing claim that the U.S. government spent years funneling money into the creation of a secret underground city where the rich and powerful can shelter in the event, that's important, where the rich and powerful, in other words, where the elites can shelter in the event of a near extinction event. You use the word event there a little too much. Yeah, she says, and there's been research done into this, that the U.S. government has spent $21 trillion building these, by her estimates, 170 underground cities. And apparently these underground cities sounds like a big thing. You're doing a lot of drilling here. These underground, 170 of them or so, are connected via a very high-tech transportation network. So Bill Gates can go see Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos can go see astronaut Katy Perry. Whoever the elites are, I don't know, I'm sure Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, I'm sure they got a spot. And apparently these underground cities, according to Catherine Austin Fitts, she says they are likely powered by advanced energy systems that are a secret. Now, my curiosity is, can we just put the elites down there now? Like lock them in? I think that'd be good. Yeah, I'm glad they have these secret underground cities. And they use our tax dollars to pay for them. 21 trillion, like whatever. Like we've seen the precedent with Doge and they're like, where's this 7 trillion? It's unaccounted for. So we've seen a precedent, $21 trillion. You don't really need to account for it. So I'm glad they spent it on these underground cities for the elites. I just wish we could put them down there now. Let's fantasize. Let's go to the Ghost of Christmas Future for a second. Let's just say this is all true. What we definitely know is it's very true that Catherine Austin Fitts told Tucker Carlson about this. Cool, we know that's true. And I think it's believable. Do I believe it 100%? No, because I haven't seen it. I haven't seen actual evidence with my own eyes. But it's like, yeah, if you're an elite with billions of dollars of your own money and trillions of dollars of your and I's money, why wouldn't you have these built? And why wouldn't you just pull the strings? USA, we government that we control, here's what you're going to do for us. Of course they would. Why wouldn't they? Well, let's just say, Goes to Christmas Future, there's a near extinction event. And I know we've been near extinction with climate change for a while here. So the near extinction event, is it like summertime? So they're like, oh, climate change, look how much hotter it is now than in the winter. Is it an asteroid, nuclear shenanigans? That could probably be the most likely scenario. So let's say there's a near extinction event. Near extinction means most people are going to die. The elites have hedged their bet here. They're like, well, we have a way for us to probably definitely not die. Okay, they go down there. Let's say this nuclear fallout, I don't know how long it is before they can come out safely, but like a long ass time. Here's what you got to think about, which just makes me so happy that they have these underground cities where they will be trapped with each other. You have to understand it will only be elites down there. Now, when I say elites, I'm talking about like obviously ultra wealthy people, but the Klaus Schwabs, the ones who are devious, power hungry is probably the main thing to keep in mind here. They're all down there only with each other. How do you think that's going to go with the most power hungry, the most corrupt people all down there together. Do you think they'll just temper their power hungriness, their need for control? Absolutely not. They're probably not going to go through a complete personal transformation down there. Okay, so you just imagine right away, cool, the first month, they're like, we're glad we have these underground cities. Bill, how's the fake meat? He's like, we got real meat down here. Awesome. It's great. Look at us. We have these, and all the stupid people up there are dead. That's great. Here we are with each other. Have you ever wondered what the legendary Chuck Norris is up to? Like, is he just at home having ChatGPT ask him questions? Well, I recently saw a video he made and I was surprised. Chuck Norris is in his 80s and he's still working out, kicking butt, taking names, staying active. What's even more surprising is he's stronger, he can work out longer, and still have plenty of energy left over for his grandkids. How'd you like to have Chuck Norris as your grandfather? But anyway, he did all this by making one change, and he says he still feels like he's in his 50s. And his wife even started doing this one thing, and she's never felt better. She feels 10 years younger, she's leaner, and she has all-day energy. And luckily, Chuck made a special video explaining this one thing he does, which you can watch by going to chuckdefense.com/JP. This video will change how you look at health and fitness. Once again, you can watch it by going to chuckdefense.com/JP or click the link below in the description. You won't believe how simple it is. And just a reminder, the legendary Chuck Norris is 84 years old, but has more energy than most men half his age. He discovered that he could make dramatic changes to his health by focusing on just 3 things that typically sabotage people's health as they age. And you can watch his method by clicking on the link in the description box below or go to chuckdefense.com/JP. Now back to the program. That's the first month. It's just, they're mostly relieved they're still alive and they're gloating. They're glad people are dead. They're celebrating it. They're sending up drones to look at the dead bodies, just high-fiving each other. Yes, we're one of them. They are not one of us. Cool. Fast forward 6 months. The infatuation with we're alive, we're smarter, we're better than all the little peons up there that are just roasted, that's all worn off. Now their true nature is going to happen. It's just like you can get into a new relationship with someone. It's the infatuation stage. You could be a complete mismatch, but if the infatuation bug bites you, they seem great, you seem great, and you just, how could this never work? Fast forward 6 months, and you see how it's not going to work. So you have the elites down there. What are they going to do with their appetite to control things outside of themselves? What are they going to do with their appetite to gain power outside of themselves? And what's that mean that they're going to do to each other? So all their devious crap that they try to do with us through the New World Order, the World Economic Forum, the new Prime Minister in Canada who's not from Canada, the Justin Trudeaus, the old ones, the Bidens, whoever the hell is trying to do communism in Australia at this point, Xi Jinping. How are their control dramas and their power hungerness going to play out with each other? You just have Bill Gates over there like, guys, I need you to take this shot. They're like, I don't think we're going to take that, Bill. Bill's like, no. Yeah, I need you to take this because guess what? I will cut the power to your little food supply generator freezer. They're like, why would you do that, Bill? For your protection. So they start playing the game, but the game they've always played, but they only have each other to play the game with. Then a year later, they're probably cannibals at this point. They've got their spears down there. They're just knifing each other. No, I'm in control. You obey me. And whoever can assert the most power becomes the tyrant of the other tyrants down there. I would put my money on Bill Gates. He's not the most physically capable. He looks the least threatening. He's got the strength of an 89-year-old grandmother. I'll give him that. But I think Bill would be conniving enough to like build a little team. You know, got things in it for them. Like, we need to go give Jeff Bezos a visit. See if he wants to be a little subservient. Jeff doesn't. And they start using force. Force doesn't come from Bill. Bill's just the mastermind of it. He's not dumb like Forrest Gump. He's smart. He might be evil, but he's smart. He knows how to create both the cure and the disease. That's a smart guy right there. Did it with computers, did it with people. So you just have this mutiny going on down there. They're not all going to survive, and that's great. They are left with just themselves. And ladies and gentlemen, I would dare say a near extinction event and all the elites being trapped in these potentially 170 underground cities is karma poetically at work. They are left with just themselves. They're left with only other people who are just like them. And they will be treated. There's no other behavior to be treated with other than the same behavior they've inflicted on you and I. That's what they get treated with. And they're still trying to inflict that on the other guys around there, but that's what they're treated with. You have Tom Hanks down there. He's got his little volleyball. He's like, guys, I'm just trying to have a moment with my Tom, listen to us or else. Tom's like, you want me to do what? I'm used to doing that to other people. Get your volleyball and get over here. Got some adrenochrome to mine from you, Tom. So I think it would be phenomenal if the elites had to bunker down in these underground cities for a long period of time. I will be up in heaven laughing my ass off. So with the news that there's these 170 underground cities, I'm a happy camper. I don't feel at all violated that $21 trillion of our tax money has been misused. No, I think it was used in the best way possible. Ladies and gentlemen, my only ask is, can we put the elites down there now, earlier, or do we have to wait for a near extinction event? If that's the case, I'm not completely against a near extinction event because I would like to see the elites just swimming in a pool of their own karma.